Well, welcome back, everyone. We are celebrating Halloween as well as the mysteries of nature with Lindsey Gallagher from Johnny Appleseed. Welcome, Lindsey.
Good morning, Chris. Yes, you know that as a naturalist, I'm out there in the field. I'm dressed in my field attire today, my hat, my jacket, got my binoculars and my hand lens, and I have been noticing some strange things going on behind our McElroy Environmental Education Center and Teddy Bear Park. And I've been out collecting clues because the wildlife seems to be up to something strange out there. So I thought I'd bring some clues on today, see if you could help me guess what animals are out there, because I think they're getting ready for Meet the Wild this weekend. I'm really curious what's going on. So out collecting, and one of the things I noticed was a whole bunch of tunnels and mounds of dirt out behind the environmental center there. And so I took a soil sample. That's a good way to observe and to notice what's going on. So I brought it out of my pack here. What do you notice in there, Chris? Do you see anything in there?
There are some worms in there, wiggly worms.
There are some big earthworms that I collected in that soil sample. And so combined with the fact that there are tunnels, there are mounds of dirt, and then there are earthworms and other types of grubs there, I wonder if we don't have an eastern mole like this guy hanging around. So these eastern moles, they are great diggers. You can see he's got a grub in his mouth right there. Aerate the soil, sometimes are a little bit of a nuisance in our backyards and such. But for Meet the Wild this weekend, I'm curious what he's up to and if we'll be able to find him out in the forest. Now, that's just my guess for a clue. So I'm not sure if something else could be out there making those holes, but we'll have to see, right?
Of course.
So while I was out there too, I was walking around and it's been a little bit wet here. And so I noticed some tracks in the ground and I put them in my nature notebook. I was able to make a really quick cast and do a print. Take a look at those. Do you notice what animal might have made those prints?
I'm guessing that may be a deer.
Ooh, I know that. So the pointed up here and then back, and they kind of look like a heart shape. And then on the tree next to these tracks, I collected some fine hairs. I noticed they're brown and whitish. They're kind of stiff and bristly and a little bit hollow. And I think that that is a good indication that there could be a white-tailed deer, maybe like this, out in those woods as well. So we'll have to see again, put all the clues together. Now, underneath that tree, I found some acorns.
Okay.
You know, acorns don't seem to be anything too special sometimes, but I noticed that a couple of them, if you use your hand lens with me, a couple of them have holes in them.
Oh, yeah, there are.
And so a squirrel wouldn't just drill a tiny hole like that, but an animal called an acorn weevil would drill a small hole like that. And so I wonder if we don't have an acorn weevil out there for Meet the Wild as well. Now, the last animal, I didn't find any evidence. I found the animal.
Okay.
I found an American toad while I was out there. So I've got a small amphibian friend with us here this morning, a little American toad. She's a female, a dry, bumpy skin, kind of crawled up out of a wet spot. And you can see there she is, breathing right there, those big gold eyes, all those bumpy warts that are really not warts, they're just glands. But all these critters, all these strange things that are going on out there this morning, you'll have to come out to Meet the Wild this Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. at Teddy Bear Park. We're doing hikes with the naturalists and with our rangers, and you'll have to see for yourself what all of these clues and evidence leads to, and if you can find the wildlife in legendary disguise, Chris.
All right, that sounds fantastic. Well, you know, it goes hand in hand because Halloween, lots of mysteries in nature. Guess what? We've learned there's lots of mysteries as well, so it's a lot of fun to figure out what's where and
it
what's
absolutely
happening.
is. You'll have to see if I was right.
All right, yeah, exactly. All right, well, thanks for coming out today. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, don't go away. We have more when we return.